Does this make my footage look better or worse?
Now you look smushed this way. What's going on, everybody? Portable Trevor here. Today, I have a very special friend with me. This is one of my best friends. Please welcome Chase McBee. Oh my gosh, he's here. He's looking for himself. You finally just did what I've always wanted to do, which is play an audience clapping. Because it's a little awkward when I just say, please welcome this person. And then they're like, hey, how's it going?
Now you don't have to do it in post.
Yeah, exactly. I should have thought of that. But yeah, Chase, 2020 has been a crazy year. So today we are going to discuss what an insane year it's been. Because I think, even if you had a great year, it's still been a really weird year. So, Chase, what's 2020 been like for you? You're one of my roommates, so I see you almost every other day at least. So, what has this year been like for you?
The year for me has been more I've just had a lot more time on my hands.
Mm.
I've just really tried to copy, or not copy, but replace my time with things that essentially help pass time, but also help me continue my goals and stuff. Because I knew that if I let myself just waste the year and waste time, I know I would have. But I really chose to try to see it as an opportunity. And like, I mean, I know that that's not everyone's situation, or not everyone's able to do that. And I'm super thankful to be where I am with my job and all that jazz. Yeah. So yeah, 2020 has just been very self-reflective, very, diving in, trying to figure out what's in my head, and that kind of stuff is what I've really tried to do.
Yeah, and I would say that's true for a lot of people because, we were fortunate enough to live with, 5 other people in this house. So, we had plenty of company, but I just feel so bad for people that live by themselves and, for months at a time, they were just stuck in their room, laying in their bed, just with their thoughts. And I just painted a really depressing picture. But like that can be a good and a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean it can. It just really depends on the person and how they, of course, how they best live. If they're better around people or better alone. Because I know some people that live alone and like they've just thrived, or at least haven't hated it, because they just enjoy being alone and enjoy keeping to themselves. So I do, but for those that do need the company, I do feel for them. And I mean, I know that some of them are even our friends and stuff that we've tried to be there for and whatnot.
Yeah. And another thing that's been different is just like we can't go places. Remember places?
Y'all remember places?
That was a good meme.
That's been one of the harder things, is that planning going out and planning that kind of stuff. You there's like 2 wheelhouses of thought. It's like you can't at all completely, or you do it and you're ashamed about it, but you hope no one finds out, but you do it anyway.
Yeah. And something that me and you and the rest of the house used to do last year was just, go to restaurants or go to a concert or whatever. So what have you been doing to entertain yourself?
To entertain myself, I've been watching the Portable Trevor Show, starring Portable Trevor.
Oh,
But I mean, I've also enjoyed, other podcasts and stuff. I've tried to pick up streaming here on this same platform.
Yeah, everybody go follow Chase. He's new, but he's great. I think he's got a really nice little set. He has great taste in music. So, if anything, that's what you can get into.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find your profile. I'm going to put it in the chat for everyone.
It's just my first and last name.
Right.
At first, last name. No E.
Cool.
But,
all right.
But yeah. So I picked that up.
Now you're here. Bam.
Lit.
Cool. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna continue and like so yeah, I tried to pick up streaming for entertainment purposes. I've tried to enjoy some movies, tried to actually get into some TV shows, but I haven't been real successful because I like just lose patience or lose attention span or something. I'm not as stimulated as I want to be
Mhm.
sometimes with with entertainment.
Yeah, I do wonder if I'll ever get to a point where just watching a movie or playing a video game is going to get old. Because
I hope
I
not.
started to think that at the beginning of the pandemic. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get sick of watching TV or
Playing Animal Crossing.
playing Animal Crossing. That's what we did in the beginning of this pandemic.
Dude, I bought a Nintendo Switch off our buddy Josh at the beginning of the pandemic
You did.
for an amount of money, a single beer, and a single roll of toilet paper because that was the trend. And
I hope he enjoyed that single roll. I like to think that that's the only one he's used this whole pandemic.
oh boy, he's rationing there. He's using portions at a time.
He's like
little
cleaning it
keeper.
off and reusing it.
No, how do you even? How would you even clean it off? You can't run it under.
Very carefully.
He's just hell yeah, just spray it with Clorox. It'd be all right.
It like seep. He like
I mean,
he's like. I like to think that Josh has like a lab, and he's just like carefully spraying it down, hoping not to break it.
he puts it on like puts it on a pan, right? And then he puts it in the oven for on 425 for 15 minutes and lets them get crispier.
Ew.
So you have little poop cheeses. 15 minutes and we've made it to poop cheeses, Trevor.
It's a new record. Dude, this is what everyone came here for.
Hopefully.
But yeah, so to go back. That's so gross. But to go back, yeah, I just doing this show has been one of the greatest joys of 2020 for me. So I thought it was appropriate to end the year with doing this show, here at this time, because I'm gonna be busy the next few days. Chase and I are going with a couple friends to a cabin on New Year's. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fun, and yeah. So Chase and we're gonna play a little game to kick off this stream that's been going on for like 15 minutes now. So Chase, why don't you explain the game?
So, well, my understanding of it so far, because
yeah, Chase, explain the game that I created.
my understanding of Trevor's idea is we get three articles that happened this year, 2 articles that didn't happen this year, and throw all 5 at the other. Yeah, in over time, and we try to discern if that was a 2020 article or not 2020 article.
Kind of. So,
darn it.
I lifted it. No, you're right. I know you can play it that way, but the game that I told you was like 5 articles, 2 of them are fake or from a different time. So you could make one up, like a completely random story. So it can be an article from a different time. So we're going to read off these articles. We're going to try to stump the others, and one or the other. And people in the chat comment and see which one you think is, the real one or the fake one. And please don't use Google, because then that won't be fun. So cool. So Chase, why don't you go first with your first article? Let's see if you can stump me.
Article numero uno. The mystery of the mummified Twinkie. A box of Twinkies left alone for 8 years held some surprises for Colin Purrington. Upon having a sugar craving, combined with being just so bored with the pandemic, Purrington opened the box a few weeks ago. Like many people, Purrington believed Twinkies are basically immortal, although the official shelf life is 45 days. He removed a Twinkie from the box, unwrapped it. It looked fine and took a bite. Then he retched, and thus the illustration or thus the illusion was crushed. But some cool science lay ahead. So essentially this photo I'm looking at, there's one Twinkie that was mummified that looks like the sponge that's by the sink down here. One Twinkie has a mold spot, and another, I think it has a control Twinkie for what on a normal day looks like.
Oh my God. I'm just gonna go ahead and that is something that happened in 2020.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel left out the pandemic part. I kind of read quickly, but yeah, 2020, October 27th, 2020.
Yeah. For a minute, I was like, maybe he put the pandemic thing in just to throw me off.
Oh yeah, I mean, good point.
Could have. So I wonder if I can. I know you can put up banners and stuff. I'm gonna put up a scoreboard. Or hang on. Oh, cool. Score. Trevor 1. Boo, you're taking too long, Trevor. Cool. All right. So there's a scoreboard. Trevor 1, Chase 0 so far. Okay, Chase, here's my first article. The most venomous caterpillars in the U.S. found in Virginia, Texas. One of the most venomous caterpillars in the nation was found in Virginia in October, and as it turns out, they're already native to the state of Texas. Pus caterpillars, or flannel moths, won't jump out and bite you, but it's their furry coat that you need to worry about. Their venomous hairs can cause painful burning, a rash, and intense throbbing pain that develops immediately or within the first 5 minutes of touching them. Among other symptoms, some even compare the pain to a scorching hot knife.
So October was dropped in there. I kind of want to say that that's a pre-2020 story, only because that sounds like a plague that would happen right before 2020 happened. Like, so I think it was a prophecy, and so it came before 2020. That is my final answer.
Are you sure?
Boo, no.
Then you're wrong. So that was actually a 2020 article.
I'm not winning this today, I think.
Come on, we're just one in. But yeah, I read that and I was like, cool, that was discovered this year. Amazing. That sucks. Okay, go on with your next article.
All right. Man cited for not using a hands-free cell phone device. A man in Australia was recently pulled over for talking on a cell phone while riding a horse. He pleaded guilty because he conceded the horse was in motion. A judge dismissed the case.
Wow.
So my man here got pulled over while he was riding a horse because he was talking on the phone while he was riding a horse.
That was my favorite plot twist. I was like, okay, why is that weird? Then you were like, horse. I was like, geez. I'm going to go ahead. That was a pre-2020 article.
Wrong.
No.
January 31st, 2020.
Oh my gosh.
Did your small town, I mean, I know it was Cleveland, but did you ever see people like riding their lawnmower to Walmart and stuff? Or
yeah.
Yeah. I had friends, dads that would get a DUI from riding a lawnmower to the local gas station.
Wow. All right. Cool. Yeah, Brock, I guess that wasn't pre-2020. That actually happened this year. Dad's blown away by it. All right, cool. Next article for me. A fire NATO warning issued in California. The National Weather Service issued a warning for a fire-induced tornado, or fire NATO, for some California residents in August. NWS officials called it a once-in-a-lifetime weather occurrence, stating that the storm, made up of smoke, fire, and a thunderstorm, was capable of producing a fire NATO with outflow winds that could exceed 60 miles per hour. Even NASA called this storm a fire-breathing dragon of clouds.
What?
Yeah.
Why is so a regular tornado is called a tornado? If there's any other ingredients in this tornado, it becomes a blank NATO. Therefore, fire NATO, shark NATO. That's all the only examples I have currently. But you
Yeah, there's only three types of tornadoes: a normal tornado, a sharknado, and a fire NATO.
So far, there might be
So
more
far.
species.
It's a whole new breed.
They're slowly mutating. They're making the frogs gay.
We call them NATOs.
That's NATO, the North American Trade Agreement, or Trade Organization.
And if they're found in America, they're native NATOs.
I think that's pre-2020. I don't remember fires this August.
It is not. That is an actual thing that happened in 2020.
Hey, we're supposed to find some from not this year, right?
I'm only 2 in. That was my second story.
No, you're true. You're right.
Cool. All right. Let's go with your third and.
All right. Man advertises crime on shirt while committing crime. A man wearing a shirt reading, "It's not a crime unless you get caught," was recorded stealing from a vending machine at a laundromat in Missouri. He hasn't been caught yet. It's not a crime unless you get caught. Those words were on the back of a man's t-shirt as he committed a crime. We know because a security camera showed him as he cracked open a vending machine at the Twin City Coin Laundry in Crystal City, Missouri. This is a Class C felony, even though he's not caught yet. If you see him, you may know him by the 15 pounds of change and bills he stole, or by his sense of irony.
My man. that guy should be celebrated, not be put in jail.
For sure. It's like, it's not. I didn't get caught. So he didn't get charged. Therefore, it's not a crime, right? It's a
I
bad
guess.
thing.
What did it say again? It's only a crime if you get caught.
Yeah, that's what his shirt said.
Oh, man. I'm going to say that's 2020.
Wrong. No, sir. October 31st, 2019.
God. Okay, so your first one was 2020.
Mm-hmm. Both first two were
Yeah, so this one was pre-2020. When did it happen?
October 31st, 2019.
2019.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
2005.
Well, daggum. All right, cool. Here's my next one. Earlier this July, Google was shut down for 2 hours due to a pornographic virus found in the server room. Officials say that a new Google intern was found on security footage snooping around the server rooms with a suspicious bag. The intern's name was Jacob Baker, and he was only 23 years old.
I think that's fake. That's fake news.
You're right. That's the one I made up.
But hey, dude, that's good though. I mean, that was like
I was hoping that would stump you.
Well, sorry. It was good, but I was like, I don't know if they would put out his name like that.
Oh, that's where I messed up.
Well, I mean, it was a shot in the dark. I also could have been wrong, We're tied, baby.
We're tied. All right, next one.
What do I got here? Here we are. Why milk and water are the only drinks allowed on the Senate floor? Don't mean to get political, but
This is where I get canceled. How dare they put milk in?
Capitol Hill, Capitol Hill Twitter exploded over a report that senators were only allowed to drink milk and water on the floor. Turns out there's a long history of beverage regulation in this legislative body. And so here's where Chase realizes that he didn't read the full article. It's actually a conversation between two people. It's a transcript. And that was a goof on my bad. But hey, how funny is it that they can only drink milk and water on the Senate floor? Like no coffee.
Yeah, that is strange. I'd figure coffee would be okay. Maybe it has something to do with like spilling it or something. But if you spill milk, it's gonna ruin it, or ruin papers or whatever.
Yeah, I'm reading the conversation a little bit here. Let's see. It says that the rules about beverages can be traced back to the idea of decorum, a particular focus of Thomas Jefferson, who presided over the Senate while vice president. And excuse me, apparently you can't read a newspaper either in Senate while someone's speaking. Makes sense.
I feel like, is it a 2020 article?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You're right.
Let's go.
You think they would have more important things, but they're regulating what they got to drink, I guess.
Yeah. After all the stuff that's gone down in 2020, that's what they're concerned about.
Yeah. Hi. Is that Gatorade? Get that out of here.
We're here to talk about politics.
Oh, of course you'd bring in V8 juice.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. A woman cut off her husband's penis and threw it out a car window. In June of this year, a Virginia woman named Lorena Bobbitt, fed up with her reportedly abusive husband, cut off his penis with a kitchen knife while he was sleeping. She then got into her car with a severed appendage, drove away, and tossed it into a field. Surgeons reattached it to her husband during an operation that took more than 9 hours. He later starred in porn movies because that wasn't weird enough already.
So not only did he get it reattached, but he essentially said, hey, I'm going to prove that it can work.
Exactly.
So she just was driving down the street like she's the newspaper boy and just tossing
Get that out of here.
Or penises over the window over the car.
Special delivery.
Like on a little bike. Ting, 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 ting.
Yeah, wild story.
I think I actually remember this story. I think that was this year. And the only reason I think I remember it is because I could be misremembering and just creating a false one. But I think last podcast on the left did this one, and I think they had a joke about like measure once, cut twice. about him being like double circumcised, kind of.
What were they talking about?
They were talking about this story, like because if he was circumcised at birth, so they cut. And then she cut it more. She just went farther than the original.
Oh my god!
So my answer is 2020.
You are actually wrong. So that is a story from 1993.
I think that happened again this year. I think I think the sequel came out. What is it? Every 27 years.
Yeah, history repeats itself.
That's not a woman. That's Pennywise the clown.
So I just realized something, Chase. Okay, so I gave myself a point for getting yours right, but no, wait.
Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah, whose line is it anyway? So wait, if I award myself for stumping you, or give myself a point for stumping you, and I get a point for getting one right, so would it still be 2-1 or 3-1 now?
You're gonna win.
I want to be fair.
Yeah, I want to know by how much I beat you. Just put it to like 12-1. No, I don't know, but probably 3-1, I guess.
Okay.
Because I've only been right once. You've been right. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. All right. So hopefully I can steal this comeback. All right, this one. Let's see. All right. I am double checking. Okay. So I got 3 that are this year and 2 that aren't this year. So let me move things around because I was about to read you another this year article. Oh, but now I just gave it away. Dang,
I think I misheard you, so I think you're good.
But yeah, you didn't hear anything. Neither did the viewers.
Guys, tell me the answer. Hurry, hurry, hurry. This is my show. Everyone's on my side.
Yeah, I wish I had the what is it? The Whose Line? The Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music.
Make this way more dramatic than it needs to be.
And like anxious almost.
Who's gonna get it right? So what's the holdup right now?
I was just looking for another article to read real quick.
Okay.
From this year. Maybe it's fake. Maybe it's not this year. Maybe who knows?
Fake news.
NPR News. Terrorizing pig, sort of. Flying pig and wigs. Pig of terror. Since November, the townspeople of Forest Grove, Oregon, have been singing "Piggy, Piggy, Piggy. Can't you see? Sometimes your antics just terrorize me." Okay, maybe they haven't been singing that, but there has been a pig dubbed by the locals as Piggy Smalls, or the notorious PIG, that has been disrupting the peace. As Morning Edition host David Green said on Monday, Piggy's trail of terror can be traced through the Forest Grove police blog starting on November 18th, 2016, when a citizen reported a pig in the bushes near 17th Avenue. That day, Piggy eluded capture and then continued to harass residents. Until now, a joint task force apprehended the little hog and released him to animal rescue.
So first of all, I got to give it to the journalist. Very well written article.
Very.
What a website publicized that?
NPR.
NPR. Pretty good. Good Lord. I'm going to say it is not from this year.
Ding, ding, ding. It is from 2017.
Nice. Cool. I win.
Yep. You got what? 3 million to 1?
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll change it here in a second.
Let's see. I have another here that I didn't read. No, actually, I read all those. Twinkie.
Yeah, I was going to read you the
horse, crime on shirt, milk and water. Oh, I had 2. That's why I got confused. I have 2 of the same one pulled up on my computer. I'm a dork. I apologize. Go ahead.
Sweet. Yeah. So this was going to be my last article. Subway bread isn't actually bread. Officials said that due to how much sugar.
Oh, no. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, what happened here?
Keep going. It's okay. I'm still here.
Okay. I was like, what happened?
I got bars. I'm about to rap.
Bars. Officials said due to how much sugar is in the bread, it legally cannot be defined as such, The ruling was brought on by an Irish Subway franchisee who argued that some of its products were not liable for value-added tax, according to an article by the Associated Press. So I guess Subway bread isn't real? Jared, lie to us.
Is it in? I'm gonna have to have you read that maybe again.
Where'd you go?
I'm trying to change the battery on my camera. That's what's wrong. Is the battery dead?
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Subway bread isn't actually bread. Officials said due to how much sugar is in the bread, it legally cannot be defined as such. The ruling was brought on by an Irish Subway franchisee who argued that some of its products were not liable for value-added tax, according to an article by the Associated Press.
Not 2020.
That is 2020.
Golly.
You already heard both my fake ones, remember?
No. I haven't been keeping the tally. I'm not competitive.
All right, let me change this.
That is funny. So it's not real bread. Is it just like a figment of my? There we are.
Yeah, it said something like, due to how much sugar is in the bread, it legally cannot be defined as bread.
Oh, so it's more of a pastry.
Yeah.
Also, we have a legal definition of bread.
I guess.
So Subway is just illegal bread.
Yes, which makes it way better to go to Subway now.
Commit a crime.
It's not a crime unless you get caught.
As we've learned.
We're gonna see that guy at Subway. That's where he's hanging out. Yo, y'all got any of that bread?
Hey, I heard y'all got bread.
Man. Wow. What a bunch of wild articles. I'm glad we did this segment.
We can keep going. I can keep trying to find some if you wanted to.
Sure. Let's see. I'm gonna put 2 minutes on the clock. Who texted me? That person. Okay, I'm gonna put 2 minutes on the clock. Starting now.
Oh gosh.
One more article. The lightning round.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, can you play any music?
I can't. The only thing I can play with my soundboard that is longer than a few seconds is fireplace noises.
Play that. Isn't that cozy, ladies and gentlemen?
Just imagine you're sitting by a fire with just our voices, or just ASMR trying to find an article from this year or previous years. Welcome to our ASMR segment. I feel like any article regarding romaine lettuce would be honestly throw a dart on a dartboard, and I'm sure there's a romaine lettuce issue that year.
All right, I found my article.
How much time we got left?
You have 30 seconds left.
We have 30 seconds left of this ASMR segment.
I can't wait for the new people to join in on the stream. And they're going to be like, why does it say Trevor 6,070 and Chase 1?
Dude, I'm bad at games. That's why.
But you play them every day. You play video games every day. All right, time's up. Ow. That was ear piercing. All right, let's hear yours.
I'll turn it down. I didn't know that. I apologize. So mine is from the education section, and the article title: Tractor Day offers a slow dose of the freedom every teenager longs for. Once a year, 15-year-old Brant Highstand gets a taste of independence every teenager longs for. It's a one day of the year I can drive myself to school, and no one can really say I can't, says Brant, a sophomore at South Central High School in Farina, Illinois. I milked it last year, says Alec Langley, a South Central sophomore. I definitely had my fill of fun. It's a little dose of freedom. That freedom tops out at about 20 miles per hour because the wheels Brant and Alec are so excited to drive happen to be attached to a tractor. And the annual tradition they're so excited about is Drive Your Tractor to School Day, or Tractor Day, as they call it. Marked by rural high schools across the Midwest. We had tractor days as well, but I didn't have a tractor.
I didn't have a tractor day.
Yeah. Tractor Day is the culmination of National Future Farmers of America Week, which takes place every February. In this part of South Central Illinois, the tradition dates back to at least the early 1980s, when Alec's father remembers driving his own tractor to school. I could keep reading, but it's quite lengthy. But what do you think?
Is it pre-2020?
Is that your answer?
Yes.
Nope. Well, honestly, I didn't really even give you a good one. I think it was just about Tractor Day, which happens every year, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's on me. I apologize.
2. All right. Mystery seeds arrive from China, even in Texas. Some people received quite an unexpected package in the mail this year, even in Texas. Tiny bags of mystery seeds from China were mailed across the U.S. in July and were reportedly found in Washington, Virginia, Utah, Kansas, Louisiana, Arizona, and Texas. This prompted a warning from the USDA telling residents that received the seeds not to plant them, but to file a report. I can't hear you, Chase.
I said, don't plant those. You don't want that kind of power.
They're super seeds.
Super seeds. Honey, where's my super seed? Mysterious seeds from China. I feel like would have been a louder story this year. If you put it next to everything else. So I'm going to have to say A, not 2020.
It is 2020.
Damn.
These are the seeds.
What?
Isn't that wild?
Mystery seeds from China. That was just the other day. No, it was October. I can't read. Well, what were they? Does it say in there?
It just says mystery seeds.
So, jury's still out, huh? Investigations are ongoing.
Dude, what if this was just like a rogue hero that was like, people aren't going to be able to eat in 2020, so I'm going to send them weird seeds.
Maybe. Or
so they can plant it, grow it, and eat it.
So how are they confident that it's seeds and not like those little, just bigger, but those little fireworks that you throw in the ground at your cousins?
Go on, get.
Go on, get out. Get.
Yeah, it kind of looks like those things that you throw on the 4th of July. Do those have a name?
I call them little poppets, I think.
Poppets.
Not to be confused with bop it. 2 different letters.
Yeah. Cool. Well, fun game, Chase. I'm sorry it wasn't super great for you. Did you have fun?
I had a blast, brother.
That's what I'm talking about. So, Chase, tell me about your room because you've spent a lot of time decorating your room, and I dig it. It's a fun aesthetic.
Well, I mean, I can. So here we got hey,
Hey, Chase got a camera for Christmas, and that's what he's using.
yeah. We got books. We got photos of loved ones and postcards from other loved ones. We got Febreze down here, which is normally not seen. So this is a sneak peek behind the scenes,
Oh,
BTS.
baby, exclusive.
And then we have my my goth face still showing. It's kind of blurry, or I'm blurry.
Who are you trying to resurrect?
Skeletor.
Skeletor.
That's the original from the animated show.
Man, I'm helping Chase with his stream.
At some point here, I'm going to put some candles in this candelabra, and then I got these DVDs and other. I got my scary books over here. They're easier to be seen. I set up my. Oh, let me readjust my focus. This lens isn't auto, I think, or if it is, I haven't figured it out. I've moved around my lights, so I have a Philips Hue here now instead of by my bed. And I feel like that adds a lot because like before I felt like I was just not seeing everything as well. What else? That's about it. I mean, I've spent like just a lot of time really trying to like set things up, and maybe it's to it a unnecessary amount, maybe sometimes, but
Have you seen my room?
Well, it's also 2020, and like, what else am I gonna really do with my time? And like, if I'm gonna be in this room, because I work here all day, if I get any editing work, I do it in here. Play games at the same seat in the evenings, or Twitch, whatever, So if I'm going to be in the same seat all day, I'm going to want to personally, I'm going to want to just enjoy and feel comfortable and feel relaxed in my space. I fail at that often because what everyone is seeing is beautiful, but what's behind the desk and the camera and like the other part that I fell at. So I focus too much on this sometimes and neglect other parts. So I'm trying to find the right balance still, but that might take another decade or something. I don't know, with development.
Nice. Well, I dig it, and you're getting there with your perfect. I mean, it's already a good room.
Oh,
I guess I've never really talked about what's in my room, but
go ahead.
I can't move around super freely. But so the first thing I want to point out is the most recent addition to my room, which is this. This is actually a Weird Al Yankovic picture. It's autographed too, which is really cool. And my roommate Nathan Murray gave me that for Christmas, and I just thought that was really sweet. Oh, this is one that Chase was kind of there for whenever I got it. So this, I have to mirror myself. It's tough. So hang on. Yeah, this frame right here is a oil painting from Ireland, and it is I forget what it's called, the Killarney something island. Basically, okay, the reason I have it up there is one, I was in Ireland and it was a beautiful painting. I loved it. But two, it's the island where they filmed the island where Luke is staying in The Last Jedi and at the end of Force Awakens. So I was like, oh my gosh.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, whatever. And also, this came out before The Last Jedi, so I no longer enjoy that film, but it was special to me at the time. And then behind my giant head is a framed
Midnight.
framed of the Midnight's album Kids. Scott Bowling did that for me, so shout out to him. And right below my shelf, I hate mirroring myself right now. This is so annoying. Below my shelf is this hat that just says Retro America on it. And it's from this website called Roosevelt's. It's cool. So me and Chase used to attend this thing called Kick the Ladder. these are all my frames that we would be awarded, and I like the way they're set up. To my to my left, your right, is a Millennium Falcon diagram, really cool. And below that, and all throughout, are some Philips Hue lights. And I like playing with lighting, and you guys know how much I love neon colors, so that's what's here. It's super cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I like those little touch lamps that you added too. That
Yeah, I wanted to add some more definition to it.
hmm
Oh yeah, and also my most prized possession is on that shelf, which is Pokemon Blue, still in the box. And yeah, I
Is
was
the
really happy
game
when I bought that.
is the game still in there and like mint
Yep.
and everything?
It's not mint, but it's pretty dang close.
hmm
It looks good.
Dude, I wonder if you can get some cash on that thing if you ever wanted to.
I mean, it's not mine from my childhood. I paid like $80 for it
Hmm.
whenever I was in college, which was dumb.
I mean, where would you get it? Like McKay's or?
No, there's like this special store in my hometown called Blasted Machines. Um,
Oh, I remember.
they, yeah, it's a cool little store in like a plaza. So I went in there and I saw it and I was like, I have to buy this. So I wouldn't say I have buyer's remorse, but it was definitely like a spur of the moment purchase.
Was I there for that? I feel like me, you, and Zach
Mm,
went. At least
I don't
once.
think so.
Maybe
I
not.
think that was before I became really good friends with you.
Gotcha. Hmm.
Let's
That's
tell the
cool.
story of how we became friends, Chase.
I think I was asleep in the School of Music building in the public area, or maybe you were. One of us were.
I don't remember sleeping in the music building. I slept in the comm building a lot.
Did you? Oh, I mean, like, were you ever like chilling with the frat dudes and
Yeah.
like you ever like just kind of
Maybe. I wouldn't put it past me that I did, but I don't
okay.
remember doing that.
It might have been me then. I think I think that is. I think we met through just the frat dudes that you were friends with. Most of them were, a lot of them were also in the ensemble that I was in college, and I think that's when they crossed our paths, and that's when as Tracy would say, Mr. Hancock, a dynamic duo was formed.
Dynamic duo. Yeah. Hopefully we can make more cool things next year, especially now that you have a camera.
Especially now, yeah, and I think it takes the same lenses as yours. Not
Yes.
that I'm going to always piggyback off of you, but
Watch out.
um,
But yeah, it was I feel like I remember becoming friends with you at like Inman Street Coffee House. Like we would frequent there a lot and just get coffee and chat and watch the decent musicians play.
yeah, I remember. I remember that early in our friendship as well. I think it was me, you.
Unless you're Devin Ballroom, you're awesome.
um, I remember. Let's see do you know who we might have seen? I mean, I know Devin. We've seen like Edward and Jane, other local acts and stuff there.
I would say, oh yeah, the Giant and the Taylor, the band that you used to be in. Probably met through Britain, maybe. I don't know.
No, I don't think we would have met through him. I mean, we did see me play, or you did. I played. No, I do think it's in the music building, or we met for 2 seconds at Inman, and then I saw you in the music building, and I was like, "Hey."
You're that guy.
Because I remember I remember one of our first conversations. You were like essentially explaining, like, I was like, "So yeah, do you go to Lee?" I was like, "I haven't really seen you around here." And you're like, "No, I go to Cleveland Community,"
That's right.
or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, cool. So why
are you here?
here? Like, no offense, like I get it, but." And he's like,
Could have
"Oh,
been like, I'm going here.
yeah, that's essentially what you said. He's like, "Yeah, I plan on coming here and this and that." And I was like, oh, okay.
Dude, I turned so many heads when I would say, um, I was at Cleveland State. People would be like, "What you doing here, bud?"
Yeah, I think I even remember quoting Mean Girls to you.
What'd you say?
He doesn't even go here.
Oh, that quote, man. But yeah, it's been a good year. Um, I was gonna do a segment, but nobody responded. Um, I should have planned this out way more, but I was gonna have just a bunch of friends come in here and just tell me like the best thing that happened to them this year, but that obviously didn't pan out. So I'll ask you, Chase. I was gonna ask you anyway, but what would you say is like the most memorable or the best thing that happened to you this year?
Um, hmm. I mean, I have a few things to pick from, but I'm trying to decide. I truly honestly think the best thing to have happened to me this year
Mm,
um has been my journey with weight loss and health. Um
you look great, man.
thanks. I've lost well, you know, the number is subjective, but I've not subjective in the fact of how much it is, but anyway, I've lost some pounds. I've lost some pant sizes, and shirts fit better that have never fit or haven't fit in a long time.
Mm,
So I felt like I unlocked some of my wardrobe again by doing so. Um, yeah, I would say that because I do feel better. I do. My back doesn't hurt as much. Like I feel healthier when I wake up and when I go to sleep, um and yeah. I think I've just been very blessed or lucky, whatever word, whoever people want to describe
mm.
that I've had my health this year.
That's awesome, man. I have a way less wholesome.
Mhm.
It's a tie between a lot of things. Like, I mean, the first thing that I get super pumped about is Tony Hawk sharing my video.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean that's just as wholesome, I think. But
eh,
go ahead. Yeah.
um, Tony Hawk sharing my video, getting a job at DDP Yoga, working for AEW,
Hmm.
like those things just rule. Um, I also did my first improv show.
Hmm.
Like that was probably one of my favorite nights this whole year. Like,
It was amazing. Y'all did amazing, truly.
thanks, man. I hope we can do more next year.
And I would tell
I
you if
know,
you,
I
if you
know.
weren't. I wouldn't say it at all. Y'all did. I wouldn't say it in public, but y'all did do amazing.
Thanks, dude. And God, what else? That and I don't know, just those steady things happening, like keeping a job, like during this insane time, because you know everyone was afraid of losing theirs, and thankfully people like me and you got to keep them. So
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
glad that I'm healthy and I'm not financially struggling. Those are my biggest things that I'm thankful for this year.
technically, I'm an essential worker. So
You are. Chase is
yeah,
first in line technically to get the vaccine.
technically, but I, we'll
Working
see.
for IT.
I mean, I plan on getting it, but like,
Mm,
I'll I'm just as safe not and staying in my room
nice.
anyway.
But trying to think. What other whenever we were stuck here during the lockdown, what was that whole thing like for you? Because in a way, it was kind of fun. It was kind of like staying up too late at like a sleepover or something like that. That kind of feeling.
Hmm.
But there was also like that terror of like the unknown during that. So what was that time like for you?
I remember. I think I even have a tweet where um near the beginning of the pandemic slash lockdown, whatever, around that time frame, I remember laying in bed and reading about I were reading about the COVID and whatnot, and either before it hit America or it had or it had just started coming to America. And I
Mm.
remember being in like laying in bed reading like article after article and stuff on Twitter, and like it seemed like everywhere I looked it was there, right? And I just had that weird feeling, and I know it's kind of cringe to say what I'm about to say, but it felt kind of movie-esque. Like it felt like a movie, you know. Um
We're
but
starring in a movie.
yeah, and you know, like because it just seems like that, because like just reading the articles and just like the doom and gloom, and like people are mad, people, you know, civil unrest and don't want to wear a mask, and like just it just seemed like a lot at once, like a lot
Mhm.
of I don't, maybe just news stimulation, or like you know, it just felt overwhelming at the beginning. But I will say, like, once I got the hang of lockdown and the hang of not going out and really just trying to manage my time better, I enjoyed it more. So in the beginning, I personally I hated it. Um,
Oh, I think everyone did. If you
well,
liked it, you're weird.
well, yeah. I mean, like you had mentioned like the like sleepover, like it felt like, you know, staying up late, like that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like I unfortunately that wasn't my experience.
Mhm. Well, not at first. It was really scary for me at first, but I think I meant the sleepover thing as in like I don't know. I never felt more like we had a community here at our house. Like we get to see each other every day.
Mhm.
Everyone was home because Nathan and Robert they were traveling every week, and we never got to see them. And just for like 2 weeks, it was kind of nice for everything to be still. Like I think there was beauty in that
Oh,
for
okay.
the whole world to just kind of stop for a minute. And I tried to take that in because I was like, this is never going to happen again.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. But I meant like
You know,
as far as
now that you say
enjoying
that,
the stillness.
now that you say that, I do agree. Because yeah, the fear coincided existed at the same time as the fun of having everyone home and just goofing off as we do, setting each other on fire and whatnot.
That's what we do.
Yeah, we we have to make we make our own entertainment, have to set up our own events now.
True dat.
I can if you want more people to come in and do like more great things from their 2020, I can just walk out of frame, change clothes, and come back and like
Go
wait,
to Corn Cam, hurry.
we're live.
Corn, what did you think?
Well, I think that this year my favorite thing is that I got upgraded. I was in a store, right? I was on a shelf. I was just hanging there. Cold department store, had those ugly lights. You know what they look like. And this beautiful man walked in and said, "You're mine." And he grabbed me, put me in his sweaty hands, threw me on the counter and said, "I'll take him." And I got adopted that day. And so my favorite thing this year is that I found a loving home.
Oh, Corn man, you look like you're at a rave party right now. What are you doing?
I am. I'm in the back right now.
Well, you have pristine
Actually,
audio quality. It must be a really quiet rave party.
yeah, it's the ones with the headphones. Everybody's wearing headphones. Like, like you see in the background, look behind me. See that man wearing headphones? He's wearing
Oh man, he's
headphones.
going nuts.
Looks like you're wearing headphones too. Are you
I
here?
am. I think I am at a rave party. See all these neon lights?
All right, I'm done with the corn.
God, this would have been another Epcot Ball episode.
I mean, I can commit if I need to commit.
No, the bit's over.
All
You
right, bye.
dropped it. You dropped it. No, Corn man.
He said adios. He's got people to talk to anyway.
Bye, Corn man.
All right, well.
Well, what an amazing thing that you have. You have a little camera just for Mr. Corn man.
It's right here in my computer too.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chase, thanks for coming on, dude. I think we'll go ahead and close out. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the people? Please go follow Chase in his stream. He just started out and he's really good.
I mean, yeah,
He's better at video games than me.
go follow me if you want some mediocre gameplay with some maybe non-mediocre commentary. I think that I goof off quite a bit and annoy my friends, but I also haven't streamed in a little while. But here in the new year, I plan on kind of refreshing my mindset on all that and just starting back up and trying to trying to do the thing, you know?
Yeah.
Do the thing like you're doing the thing. I'm jealous, but like in a healthy way because I love you too.
I love you too, man. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for. Now I'm gonna get sentimental. Everyone that's watched this show, my dad said, "Great show, guys. Good night," and he's going to bed. Happy New Year, 2021. Cool. Happy New Year, Dad.
Well, good night, Tracy. Hope you have a good night. It was great to kind of chat with you. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, kind of. See you, Dad. Now for me to get a little sentimental, just because this is the last episode of the year. I have been wanting to do a show like this for so long, and to finally have this manifested and it exists, it's honestly been one of the greatest joys of my life, because I have started, I felt like, so many shows and so many things, like, all right, I'm going to commit to this, I'm going to do this, but I've never done anything that was so consistent. And sure, I took breaks, but here we are this is the 48th episode, which is insane. I'm sad we didn't get to 50, but it is what it is, because these things are not easy to put on. It's oh, thank you. Weasel71 said hi, Chase.
Weasel, what's up, man?
I don't know who that is, but yeah, doing this show is just, it's not an easy task. Like, it's a lot of work for me, both mentally and physically, because there have been episodes that I've not all been there. There have been some episodes where I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this, but just as soon as I hit live, like, a whole brand new energy like goes through me, and I just I really turn it on. I put on my performing hat, and I try to have an entertaining show for you guys. And can't say that I've always done that, but I try. And I hope next year in 2021, the show will just keep getting better. We keep getting bigger guests. I don't know how we can go bigger than this year. But thanks everyone for joining along on the ride, because it's been a wild one for me, and the people that I've had, some people that tune in most episodes, and that means a lot. Like, I feel like I'm circling back around. I'm just going to keep saying it means a lot, but it really does. It means so much that anyone would want to tune in and watch this. Me just talk to somebody, a random person, or somebody that I respect, or
Or me.
Grant or Chase. Neither of those things.
Neither of those things, but still.
But Chase, thank you, man. I'm glad I got to close out the year with you, man, and love to bring you back on. I know we've been trying to figure out a way to bring you on, and this was a pretty good episode, I think.
Yeah. I think it'll be. We can. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Nice. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the new year. Have a blessed day. Good night, everybody.